United Wings is the latest take on an archetype we have seen in the past, from Mad Party to Night March, and I think Lost March is one as well. The idea of the deck is the more Pokemon you have in the discard pile, the more damage that you do. And United Wings is the latest take on that, introduced in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved. And I guess most notably, Alex Schmanske piloted this United Wings deck to 65th place at the North American International Championships, which had over 1,800 players in it. Is this deck actually good? I'm Jeff from InThirdPerson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about United Wings. There are 3 birds that have the United Wings attack. It's Murkrow, Flamigo, and Wattrel. And United Wings, depending on which Pokemon you are using, let's use Wattrel for example here. Wattrel for 2 colorless energy does 20 damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile that have the United Wings attack. And that means, yeah, the more you get in there, the more you can do. Now, with the caveats that when you are attacking, most of the time with Wattrel or Flamigo, you are doing 20 less damage because you're powering this up with double turbo energy most of the time. I think the deck maxes out, like Murkrow only needs 1 energy, but it's a dark energy, so you have to keep that in mind as well. I think when all of them are in the discard pile and you're attacking with Ditto, you can do like 220, 240 damage, and having a single prizer that can hit for over 200 damage is pretty nice. Now, some of the other nuances of this deck, besides having to manage like dark energy versus double turbo energy, the Murkrow is probably your best attacker right now because it hits psychic Pokemon for weakness. It's hitting Gardevoir for weakness. It's hitting Mew for weakness. And just all of these meta relevant psychic attackers kind of crumble to Murkrow if you can get that matchup, if you can get Murkrow specifically in the active, if you can get the dark energy as well. So there's some caveats to this as well. You're not just going to steamroll every psychic deck because you're not always going to be in a position to use Murkrow. Flamigo has the ability Insta-Flock, where if you bench a Flamigo from your hand, put it onto the bench, you then get to grab up to 3 Flamigo from your deck and put it into your hand. And ideally, you are taking out the 3 Flamigos and discarding those to get some initial damage into your discard pile, like getting the cards in the discard pile so you can get rolling there. We do have Wattrel, and Wattrel is probably the one you're going to get rid of most of the time, but it does hit water and flying Pokemon for weakness, so something like a Palkia, something like a Lugia V-Star as well will get one-shotted by Wattrel, so keep that in mind. And we also have 2 copies of Ditto here, where it can copy the United Wings attacks from either Flamigo, Murkrow, or Wattrel. So you kind of want to have at least 1 Murkrow plus at least 1 Flamigo or Wattrel so you can attack with either type of energy. We also have, for helping us with our draw, we've got the 3/3 Kirlia line, which with the refinement ability lets you discard a card, draw 2 cards. This ends up helping us draw cards while also getting rid of United Wings attackers as well. We also tech in 1 Gallade with Dynablade. This is a fighting type Gallade, and it does 60 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon V in play. In particular, you're going to be hitting Arceus for weakness, so having a Gallade in there is nice for that. And then the other Gallade with Buddy Catch, where once during your turn, you search your deck for a supporter card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. This one's really nice for being able to grab stuff like Professor's Research and Boss's Orders on command when you need it. Really nice. And then almost essential on your turn 1 is Squawkabilly EX. On your first turn, when you've got this in play, you can discard your hand and draw up to 6 cards. This is a great way of getting United Wings Pokemon into the discard pile early. Even if it's on your first turn or you're the one going first, you can discard a bunch of cards and try to get rolling that way. Last but not least, we have a Manaphy here to protect our bench. We've got a lot of single prize small Pokemon that are very susceptible to snipe damage, so Manaphy is a must in this deck. We also have 4 trainer cards, 2 copies of Boss's Orders to gust a opponent's bench Pokemon into the active. In particular, you really want to cherry pick psychic attackers, water attackers, flying attackers, so the Wattrel and the Murkrow can be the most effective 2 copies of Heavy Ball, just so we can get our United Wings Pokemon out of the prizes. 4 copies of Professor's Research. Discarding is such an important part of this deck, so we got 4 copies of Research to maximize our opportunities to discard cards. Also just a great way to refresh our hand as well. 4 copies of Level Ball. Level Ball lets you search for Pokemon up to 90 HP, and this is a great way of being able to just grab most of the United Wings Pokemon, except for Flamigo, as well as the Dittos. You also can get Ralts and Kirlia off of Level Ball, which is really nice, unlike Ultra Ball, where you have to discard stuff, which isn't necessarily bad either, and we have those in here as well. We got 1 copy of Echoing Horn. There are going to be times where you're not necessarily doing enough damage, but you can call up a smaller Pokemon, combo that with Boss's Orders, and knock that out. And yeah, the Echoing Horn takes a Pokemon from the discard pile, a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile, and puts it back on their bench, so that then you can gust it up with Boss or something and knock it out. I guess this also works like if you've got the Murkrow and you gust up like a Psychic, a Mew, let's say a Mew V, and you psych that, you play Echoing Horn, boss that up, take 2 prizes. Pretty sick combo there as well. 1 copy of Serena. This lets you discard up to 3 cards and draw 5, or use it as a gusting card, but only on bench Pokemon V. I like it for the versatility of the card, though Pokemon V are getting a little less popular these days. Still valuable because you do get the discard ability as well. 1 copy of Rescue Carrier that lets you grab 2 Pokemon up to 90 HP and put them back into your hand. That's pretty much the entirety of your deck except for Flamigo and Squawkabilly, so really nice to have there. 1 copy of Pal Pad to reuse or get 2 of our used supporters back into the deck. 1 Nest Ball just to get a basic down. We've got Zinnia's Resolve, lets you discard 2 cards. In particular, you're going to try and discard the United Wings, the birds, and then draw equal to the number of opponents' Pokemon in play. So you can discard 2 and then potentially draw up to 6. Very nice there. Klara is really nice. It lets you recover cards from the discard pile, up to 2 Pokemon and up to 2 energy. In particular, this is great for getting the dark energy back so that Murkrow or Ditto can attack again. 2 copies of Collapsed Stadium shortens your bench and your opponent's bench down to 4. This is something you want to play once you've got a full bench. You play the Collapsed Stadium, get the Squawkabilly out of play, and hopefully your opponent gets punished there as well. 4 copies of Ultra Ball helps you discard cards while also getting the Pokemon of your choice. And then 2 copies of Switch. Because of the weirdness sometimes of the attackers that you may want to prioritize over others, or you've got certain energy requirements, you will need to pivot here and there. So we've got 2 copies of Switch. And then last but not least, we have 4 copies of Double Turbo Energy and 4 Dark Energy. All this being said, yes, it technically can hit Gardevoir for weakness. Yes, it can hit Mew for weakness. And yeah, to a certain extent, hit Lugia and Palkia for weakness as well. I will admit, hold on, we have to bring this in here. We have to bring this in. I'm not a fan of this deck. I am not a fan of this deck at all. I find it to be so much work to get all of the Pokemon in the discard pile for really minimal damage, and the wonkiness around whether you attack with the Murkrow or the Wattrel or the Flamigo or the Ditto can get really clunky. And I just found in so many matches that I did not have the pieces I needed at the right time to do the right thing. And I'm not saying this is a bad deck, but clearly it has some stuff to it to a certain extent. You know, Alex Schmanske is an amazing player. Not saying this is a poorly built deck. It happens to have, I think it was a pretty good meta call in the sense that in that tournament where 25% players are Gardevoir, this one has an okay Gardevoir matchup. But I think against the spread of decks on PTCG Live, that United Wings is going to have a really tough time. And not to mention that this deck absolutely gets destroyed by Lost Box with no real way of coming back other than your opponent completely bricking. So, couple matches here. And yeah, just check these out. Ooh, we're going first. Okay. Wonder what our opponent is playing here. Let's start with the Ditto, which may not necessarily be the best move, but we're going for it. And then we've got Ultra Ball. We're going to Squawkabilly, try and get some energy down here as well. So first thing, bench the Flamigo, Instaflock, Ultra Ball for Squawkabilly, get a bunch of these Pokemon into the discard pile. This is actually a pretty good start, all things considered. What the heck? Hold on. What is this? What is this? Let's go and Instaflock. Grab the other Flamigos. Wow, this is a pretty goated start. I'm actually going to put... Oh, we don't have another Ditto. Okay, let's get a... I need another attacker besides the Ditto. Let's put the Murkrow down. And actually, I probably should have put the Murkrow in this pile here so that Ditto can copy either the Murkrow or the Flamigo or Wattrel attacks. Anyway, we let it rip. Squawk and seize. Okay. This is why I wanted a Murkrow. That's fine. We can get Murkrow in the discard here. But we also need a... Let's get a Ralts down. Oh, sorry about that. Error on my computer. I feel like there's going to be a couple more that will inevitably pop up here. Let's go. And I don't know if I want to burn Switch right now. I'm going to put the energy on the Ditto. And let's wait. Okay. May want a Pal Pad for the boss back, but this is about as good of a start. Now, I have no idea what the heck we're facing. And this is... Yeah, this is a weird... Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, gosh. I probably shouldn't have put the energy on this Ditto until after. That's annoying. Okay. Well, we'll go through with it. Like, I'm playing ranked right now, and to see a deck like this is very odd. But there's probably... It seems like there's some sort of strategy going on here. If the whole plan is to just, like, mill energy until I can't attack anymore, then that's a thing. And then, yeah, there is... definitely something going on here. Hopefully they don't have any energy and we don't get... Okay, they got energy. And hopefully they flip tails and we don't get punished for attaching that energy, because I didn't even read this card until after. Okay, please. Please. Tails, 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 tails. Tails, 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 tails. Tails. No! Okay. That sucks. That sucks. Okay. Let's go Murkrow Switch. And we will get Kirlia down. And hopefully we can Pal Pad into something we can use here. No, we do not. We do get Collapsed Stadium, which I can use to get the Squawkabilly off the board, but I don't know if that actually matters for us right now. Right now, they can't do anything at this point. Yeah, if energy munches the entirety of their strategy. Now, this Banette EX, this is the item lock one, right? They can't play any item cards during their hand. Okay. We're still alive. They're still not munching any energy, but we do have to keep in mind that we're one away from getting knocked out. Let's go and get the Murkrow. Or let's get the Collapsed Stadium in the discard. Item lock is a problem here. We do get the Buddy Catch, though. And I think we have to use that right now so that we can get research and play the game. Really is what this is going to come down to. Let's go. We get the energy. And I'm going to go double turbo here. And I don't want to get rid of any of these cards. Let's go United Wings. 120. And now we want to do big damage. This is weak to dark. Awesome. So the Murkrow is going to do some big work here. Now we can't Ultra Ball. I should have preemptively Ultra Balled there. Poltergeist, 60 damage, reveals their hand. This attacks us. Each trainer you find there. Okay, that doesn't matter. They really want to play Everlasting Darkness. Yep. So we are item locked now. And that's not necessarily the worst. Let's see how much damage United Wings will do here. If we can get... Yeah, 280 damage. Yeah, I like that. And I think we don't bench the Wattrel. Let's go and get rid of... Oh, shoot. Get rid of the Switch. And we'll get some more stuff here. And we do get some energy for the Flamigo next. I like that. And we do have a... I'm going to hold... let's bench the Murkrow just to give us some extra attack options here. And we will smash... the Banette EX for 320 damage. I think that's the big selling point of this deck, is that we hit for weakness. And hitting for weakness on Psychic Pokemon is absolutely massive, because we're hitting for Klefkis. They're not hitting for... We're hitting Gardevoir. We're hitting Mew. And yeah, like hitting Banette in this really weird matchup right now. I'll take it. I'll take it. Is there anything in particular? The Klefki's not really going to do anything. I think the big threat here is the Shuppet because of the item lock factor. Oh, they're going to escape rope. And we'll go into the... Let's go into the Flamigo for now, because at least we can attack with the Flamigo next turn. And they're going to go sacrifice the Klefki. We're going to boss up this Shuppet and knock that out. And let's go see if we can grab... Oh, yeah, we get rid of that Squawkabilly. We don't need that. And we can... I could also clear... Let's go and... Do we have... Are we going to do enough damage here? 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. Oh, yeah, we're... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're laughing. Let's go get some energy on the Flamigo and snipe down this Shuppet for 140. It feels really bad a lot of the time when we've only got 13 cards in our deck and we're only doing 140 damage. This is one of the things I cannot stand about this deck. So they've got the Klefki out. The Klefki's not really going to do anything. And I think their strategy has completely fallen apart here. Okay, they play the Colress. Okay, they get rid of the Mimikyu. The Mimikyu is not going to work in this matchup. Okay. Yeah, we're going to put some energy on the Shuppet. We got rid of the Pal Pad, though, right? I think that's unfortunate. Yeah, we got rid of the Pal Pad early, and our 2 copies of Boss are gone. So we will not be able to cherry pick our targets for the rest of the game here, which is unfortunate. Oh, we do get the Kirlia, though. That's nice. And let's go Heavy Ball, and there's just a Dark Energy and Research at the end here. And let's go Mill. We don't need Squawkabilly anymore. We do get a Serena. That doesn't really help us right now. And there's one more Wattrel in the deck. And then we're doing basically max damage, which doesn't really help us at all. And we can go... I think we just keep swinging for 140. Yep, we get the Research. And I think the only way we lose at this point is they get the Banette EX. Nemona draw 3 cards. Okay. This deck was clearly not the strongest here. I think here's a PSA for anyone playing if you're playing just straight up draw 3, odds are you're you're not doing it right. I do want to do a video on like, hey, don't play these trainers are not the best. I know that there are there are use cases for almost every trainer card there, but just straight up draw 3 is not good enough the vast majority of the time. So let's go and wrap this one up. And you know what? Let's go and Klara here. I'm definitely playing with my food here. I'm going to just grab the energy. Yeah. And we will obliterate this Banette EX for 400 damage and take the win. All right. So yeah, to that point, like 2 things. You know, GG's to our opponent. I have no idea how much experience they have in the Pokemon trading card game, and maybe they have some good reason for playing just Nemona over, say, Avery or some other draw 3 option. But yeah, those draw 3 cards, I know they're very popular in theme decks, like the current EX battle decks and so on, but there are other draw cards that work better. Professor's Research, Iono, even an Avery that lets you draw 3 cards plus force your opponent to discard their bench down to 3, or Worker, which discards a stadium and then you draw 3 cards. Just straight up draw 3 is not good enough of an effect to really be worth it in any sort of competitive level deck. And it's not. And to be fair, like they actually did have a strategy to that deck. It was clear that they were trying to item lock with Banette EX to try and get us stopping or stop us from playing the game. They had the Dene to try and discard energy, and it wasn't enough here. Thankfully for us, it wasn't enough, and we could bypass a lot of what that deck was trying to do and just obliterating the Banette EXs with Murkrows was really handy as well. GG's. Our opponent's going first here. Let's see what we get. Okay, we get a Murkrow to start. We get the Squawkabilly to start. That's nice. Okay, Raikou. Miraidon. This is a kind of weird deck to fight against now because the Flaffy, I found out the hard way that the Flaffies hit all of our birds for weakness, and they got rid of 2 Path to the Peaks, which is actually amazing for us right now because that allows us to use Squawkabilly. If they didn't let us do that, we would be in for probably a very bad time. Okay, they're gonna get the Miraidon down. Hopefully they do not play Path to the Peak here. I only need Path to the Peak only hurts us on the first turn for this deck. And yeah, we have to keep in mind that the Flaffies can one-shot a Murkrow and Wattrel. Like, it's only Ditto where it really isn't a problem. And we need to target down the Raikous and the Miraidons if we're going to win this game. All right, so they don't play Path to the Peak. That gives us a fighting chance here, which is awesome. Let's go and get a Wattrel with the... Now, the big problem at the moment is that we only have 1 double turbo energy. We really, 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 really need... how many... we only have... Yes, we will insta-flock. We'll discard those 2. Let's go and grab... let's use this opportunity to get down a Ralts. And I could discard the energy with Serena and drop to 5. Yeah, let's do that. We do get a Ditto down. And I will actually get the second Ditto down as well. And let's go Wattrel DT again. And get another Wattrel down. And we need a Dark Energy, like, in the worst way. There it is. Okay. Dark Energy, great. Collapsed Stadium, actually not bad here. And how much damage are we doing? Even. That's actually pretty good. for this deck in the grand scheme of things. Let's go and collapse Stadium, and we'll get our Squawkabilly out of play. They get a Miraidon out, and we will hit for 120, which is actually pretty good for this deck. Echoing Horn could be nice. Like, this deck can one-shot Raikos and Raichus, even potentially the Miraidon in the mid to late game. But right now, we kind of don't have it. Yeah, they're going to force Heelstone. They will get the... They're unfortunately going to get... They're going to get the energy here and take the KO, but we should KO them in response. And they do get some energy here as well. Curious to see what they attach it to. Okay. Huh, interesting. Battle Cry, Evolution Pokemon. This attack does 30 more damage. Unfortunately for us, yeah, the Zeraora hits for weakness. That is profoundly annoying for us. And the Bravery Charm, so we're not even going to be able to one-shot the Zeraora. Wow. That really sucks. That really sucks. Now, we might actually go in with the Ditto. The Ditto can't... They can't one-shot us with the... I think we get rid of Switch right now. They can't one-shot the Ditto with the Zeraora. Thank goodness. Now, we're actually have to... How much damage is United Wings doing right now? 120? Oh, yeah. 120 is going to be enough to knock out the Raikou for 2 prizes. Let's go. All right, we in there. We're in there. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And we actually have a little bit of a cool combo here. We can Kirlia away the boss's orders, play Pal Pad, and then Pal Pad to get the other copy of boss back in. Yeah, these Bravery Charms are actually profoundly annoying in that, yeah, that really stops us from being able to, like, one-shot stuff. Thankfully, this Battle Cry is not going to... It's only going to do 30 damage, which is excellent for us. Now, are they gonna hit the... Ooh, there's another argument to be made. Are they going in with the Raikou? Okay. So they're not going to do damage this turn. Interesting. I think there's an argument to be made to just keep... hold on to this copy of boss. I'm going to research. Let's see how they play it. Let's see how they play it. I'm very curious. Okay, they're going to Generator. Okay, the second one onto the Miraidon. Yeah, we could take out a Flaffy. I don't know if it's worth it. TBH. Okay, they're going to play Path to the Peak. Path to the Peak doesn't really matter for us. Okay. I kind of want to hold on to boss. If we're doing 120 damage and we can knock this out, I kind of want to hold on to that. Let's get rid of the Ralts, though, and see if we can draw anything else. No. Manaphy doesn't really help us here. Because if we can hit for... Yeah, we're going to hit this Raikou for 120. And sure, they can knock us out. Well, actually, I don't know if they can. Let's see how they play it. Very curious if they retreat into the Miraidon and then attack. They are setting up to... Yeah, they're going to hide and attack with the Ooh, what are they bossing up? They're going to hit the Flamigo or the Kirlia? Oh, the Kirlia is a good call. Kirlia is a good call. They'll hit that for 220. And I am actually going to go in with the Flamigo here. And we're going to gust up this Raikou. Oh, Zinnia's resolved. That's nice. We will be doing how much damage here? 120? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me this right here. And let's go Pal Pad. Both copies of Boss back into the deck. And we can go and take 2 more prizes. Now, we really need to get ourselves in a position to take a 2-shot on this Miraidon if we're gonna win. Oh, sorry. Okay, give me a second. They're probably gonna... Oh, they're gonna rope. Okay. That's actually kind of annoying. I didn't want to lose the Ditto right now. The Mach Bolt is gonna do 80. And we're gonna get Iono. That does suck. Like, really bad. Oh, that puts us in an awful spot now. Oof. Because if we're only doing... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, if Mach Bolt is doing all that, what can we play anything of value here? Yeah, we might be screwed. We might be screwed. Let's get Murkrow down, I guess. And we'll play Ralts, but like, we're not doing enough damage to even one-shot the Zeraora. And this is very much... We're gonna need some stuff to happen here. Oof. And what are they gonna boss up? Boss up the Ditto? Oh, no. Sniping the Dittos is very smart. And that taking out... Oof. We really need a draw card in, like, the worst way. This gets us down to 2. Oh, man. That combination... I need like a research or something here. Ah, we have a dark energy. That's not going to be good enough. Okay. We at least knocked that out, but like the Echoing Horn here would have been amazing. And now we're kind of screwed. Right? They can power themselves up with the Flaffy to then knock out the Murkrow, and we just lose. Oh, and we get Iono down to 1 card. I hope it is the best card, but like I don't think there is a best card at this point. No. And they're just going to play Raichu for the flex. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay. Give me... Ah, man. Okay. Yeah, they're going to attach a bunch of energy. This is incredibly disheartening. I think, like, if we top decked Boss's Orders, and if we had more Pokemon, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, yeah, we're going to be... This could have been something we punish if we top decked Boss's Orders and we had enough in the discard pile. But we do not. We, unfortunately, do not have... what it takes to take the win here, unfortunately. Actually, here, this is the play. If we can get Boss's Orders in these next 2 cards, we do not. That would have been it right there. We're only doing 160 damage. And just to play it out, the Gallade could have been really good for us here as well. And, of course, we did not get that till just now. And maybe we could have played for it, but, like, yeah, we just lose. So, GG's to our opponent here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll take this opportunity to talk about what happened there. I think there's a world where we absolutely can beat this deck. However, they targeted down the right Pokemon, and we did not get the cards in the right sequence, and now they're setting up to blast the Murkrow into another planet, and that is incredibly unfortunate, but we're just gonna let it ride here. I think this kind of highlights my big issue with, like, it feels like this is such a combo heavy deck, and you really need to get all of the pieces, all the stars to align to even like play the game, that we did get a decent amount there, right? We got it to within a prize. I feel like there's a world where we could have won that, but unfortunately just not doing enough damage. And even that last play, if we had top deck boss, we could have won, and we still didn't get there. So just gonna have to hold that L. GG's. Our opponent wins the coin flip. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world for this deck. If you can get a turn 1 attack off, it's probably going to be a weak attack, but it could be better than nothing. So we do have at least an energy here with the Murkrow. We can attack going first, and we are up against, it looks like Gardevoir. So this is actually one of the matchups we really want. And we do have a Klara here, which is, I really want to save the Klara, but I think it's more important that we Squawkabilly right now, because we need to get like damage on the board. Yeah, this looks like Gardevoir. This is the match we want. Absolutely the match we want. Now, can we make it happen, though? Interesting. They put the energy on the Mew right away. I don't necessarily agree with that, but here we are. Okay, let's go Wattrel, Collapsed Stadium, and let's go find ourselves a Squawkabilly. And, oh, David Allen 760, thank you for the follow. That's very weird. I'm not on stream right now. I use the same recording setup for streaming, and we just happened to get a follow. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Let's go get a Kirlia down, or a Ralts down. And how much damage are we doing? Oh, we're still not even doing enough damage right now. If we go and we get rid of, let's say, oh, we need to bench. Okay. Do I think we get the Kirlia now. I was going to say Flamigo, but like we don't have any draw options if we bench the Flamigo right now. So we will at least hit for 80 here, take a prize, and we pray. This is not a guarantee that we can make this match work. Right? We have the Kirlia, we have the Gallade, we have Murkrow in hand. The Gallade combo is incredibly important. They do get a Gardevoir. Ooh, okay. Switch this Pokemon, one of your bench Pokemon. We will get Iono'd here, and that's potentially good. Let's see. Okay, we get a research. That's awesome. We probably have to get rid of boss along the way here, though, and that is unfortunate. Okay, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I wish we could combo this in a way where we could get rid of boss and then Pal Pad it back, because we really want to be sniping down the Gardevoir EX in order to give ourselves a fighting chance in this matchup. Okay, they're gonna go... Ooh, if they memory skip... They can't memory skip right now, but memory skip actually is kind of a problem here in that they can just stop us from using United Wings as an attack. I didn't even think of that as a possibility here. And that is actually kind of annoying. We are going to go up 2 prizes, though. They'll probably put Memory Skip. No, they're going to hold on to Memory Skip Ralts. That's annoying. Okay. No valid cards. I think... How much damage are we... We're doing 80 damage. I think we might actually just want to bomb on Memory Skip Ralts right now. Wait, how are we only doing... And just get it out of play so that at least we get some value out of this. And let's go United Wings for... Oh, no! Oh, that's a bad play. That's a bad play. Oh, I didn't even realize this wasn't weak to dark. Oh, that's a terrible play. Oh, no. Okay. Why? How did I not know that? They made it like fairy type. Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay. We have to get this set up to Gallade, and then we can go back to back on boss's orders. So this isn't over yet. This is not over yet. I would imagine that Gardevoir EX is coming down right now, but I guess there is a potential silver lining in that if they're gonna go Gardevoir. Let's see how they play it. Let's see how they play it. Okay, they're going to rare candy this one. So they have to get this out of the active, which they can do. And then they will probably attack with the Cresselia. Man, that was such a horrible play on my part. Okay. They're going to burn their attachment on getting... Oh! What? That's a choice. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think... Yeah, this Gardevoir is weak to dark. The other ones are weak to metal. Oh my goodness. This one's weak to metal. So we have to go and do... 80... I'm actually going to put the Murkrow, or put the Ditto in the active here. And try and figure this out. Now, I will go Pal Pad the boss back in, and the Klara actually. So that's not a bad use of... And do we play Collapsed Stadium? Yeah, let's do that. Force them to get rid of like the Greninja or something. Okay, and the play right now, we need to get... Okay, let's get Kirlia down. And we need... Oof. If I go into... If I put down Flamigo now... Okay. Right? Here, this should do... I don't want to get rid of research, though. But I do like the idea of getting the other 3... Okay, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. So check this out. We insta-flock, get the 3 Flamigos. And we get rid of 1. Get a double turbo energy. That's great. Hopefully we are still... We're not doing enough damage. I can't do math. I cannot do math. Okay. I think we're actually still okay. Hold on. Temple of Sinnoh, that does suck. Man, I am playing this so bad. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 160. We're still not even doing enough to get the one shot on the Gardevoir. Wow. I could be... Yeah, we could be squandering the bag here in the absolute worst way. I would love to snipe this. I don't know if we're gonna get to do that. Like, I need an Ultra Ball and some other stuff to really make this work at this point. Motivate does 20 damage. And attach 2 basic energy cards. Do we actually go in with the Squawkabilly? And we do 20 damage, and we can attach energy. And yeah, we're going to lose the... Is that a worthy trade? No, that gets them down to 2. Okay, I'm risking it. I'm risking it. Okay, there's our Murkrow. There's our Ralts. There's our Gallade. I'm going to put energy here and put another Murkrow down. And we're going to attack for 20, take this out, and attach energy to the Murkrows. Oh, we only have one more dark energy? Oh, is it to attach 1 energy? Attach up to 2, so we only had 1. Oh, God. And Temple of Sinnoh is out of play. Or, like, that stops us from using double turbo at the moment. Wow, this is a absolute dumpster fire of a match right now for us. Okay, they played an Artisan. That actually helps. That helps. That keeps us in the game. We are trying to set up a board state where we can eventually not one-shot this Gardevoir. And they've got 250 left. We're not doing 250 on guard. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We're doing 200 right now. We might have to give up 2 prizes in the process, and that's horrifying, right? Yeah, we're gonna give up 2 prizes in the process of doing this. Okay. We can still win this. We can still win this. I know this is a massive gamble on my part to... Oh, they're going to clear off some damage too. Oh, and they're going to go in with the Cresselia instead. Okay. Oh, and what are they going to boss up? Oh, the Kirlia. Oh, that's annoying. That's actually profoundly annoying. Oh, no. And they're going to snipe the Murkrow? Oh, no. Okay, we might be dead. We might be dead. All right, let's refinement. And can we get anything out of here? No, we do not. Okay. We can Artisan for something. And is there anything of value? We still have a Murkrow. That's good. That's good. I think we attach energy to the Flamigo. And we switch. And we pray. Is this going to be enough? That's barely enough. And I think we also have to let it rip on this. Okay. We're doing 120 here. We do have our one other copy of Boss's Orders. But, like, we have no energy right now. They get the reversal down, and they can just, like, hit for 1 billion damage here. Yeah, now the Squawkabilly has, like, nothing on it. We can still come back. We still have Boss's Orders and a Dream. We still have Boss's Orders and a Dream. And they're going to hit for crazy hard right now. And they set up a second Gardevoir EX. And they're going to boss up the... Oh, no. Now we're screwed. Now we're screwed. Damn. Okay. All right. Well played to our opponent. We could have gotten... I think that we had the... Yeah, the Squawkabilly play may not have worked out for us. Do we get a Dark Energy here? We don't get a Dark Energy. And we still need... We're not going to get what we need in order to finish. Oh, we have a Kirlia. Okay, let's keep playing this out. Let's keep playing this out. Here, is there anything we can thin out just to... What's even left in our deck? Okay, there is a Dark Energy in there, so let's go and play this out just to see. Like, at this point, I know I've lost. And we will get rid of the Wattrel. We get a Serena. We still have Boss. We didn't get the Dark Energy back. The 2 cards we need, the Klara and the Dark Energy, are literally our last 2 cards. So we lose. And that's unfortunate. But, oh, hold on. I can get Klara back, actually. Here, let's do that. Let's get Klara. And, oh, well, it's not going to matter. Like, yeah, we get Klara and we get our Dark Energies and stuff. Right? We get those and that's it. Yeah, like we could do this and then we would hit, but we are 1 short. We are just short of being able to take this win. So we will just scoop here. GG's, that's really unfortunate that it went that way. I'm going to scoop here. We don't need to see this. Yeah, this is the match you want. We just weren't able to get the pieces that we needed in the right order, and the Squawkabilly play was probably a gamble. It was definitely a gamble, and I knew that at some point that we could get punished for that. I didn't see the Cresselia attack coming to the Murkrow. That did suck. That sucked really bad, and I should have been more cognizant of that being an option from our opponent. However, I do think this deck can beat Gardevoir. It just needed a little more luck on our part. And they systematically picked out the parts that, to their credit, they picked off the pieces that prevented us from being able to do the thing. So GG's to our opponent. All right, there is a look at United Wings. Again, not my favorite deck. There was some pretty tough losses in there, and yeah, like both of those, I think the Miraidon and the Gardevoir match, both of those were potentially winnable. Just kind of heartbreaking that they kind of had answers to our stuff and we just could not get our combo together in order to secure those wins. And even though those are tough losses, it does kind of show the framework of the deck and how it works, and potentially the damage output you can get in the mid to late game. And as far as the win or wins, I don't know how many of the wins are going to get in this video. Yeah, admittedly, the competition was not the strongest there. I'll say that. I don't want to, disparage the players in these videos. But yeah, there could have been some more optimal plays made. So I'm just going to talk about, not going to talk about the player. Let's just talk about like what happened in the game. Yeah. So, yeah, there could have been some more optimal stuff there, but that's okay. That's okay. Well, yeah, there's a look at United Wings. I personally don't like this deck very much. I probably came through in this video and maybe it made it a less pleasant experience to watch this video. But if you did make it through all the way, like, thank you. Much appreciated. This is definitely a deck archetype that I've admittedly kind of been dreading to make. And there's a thing with playstyles, right? Like, certain people have decks that they like playing and they don't like playing, and this one just very much is not my style. So you could have much more success with it than I did, and I kind of hope you do. Anyhow, let me know in the comments of this video. Do you love this deck? Do you hate this deck? Is it just a meme? I would love to hear your thoughts on this one, but for now, I gotta get going. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.